Good evening, wrestling fans. Welcome to Evolution of Pro Wrestling. We are your hosts, Lewis, the Encyclopedia of Pro Wrestling.
And Jay, the Whiz Kid of Pro Wrestling.
Always an excellent introduction, Jay. I love it. And for that introduction, we have a great show tonight, Jay.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to give an excellent introduction with that show in just a few moments. But we had some breaking news today, Jaden. I was watching this video, and there was a countdown in Stone Cold's podcast. But we didn't really, not too many people knew what it was until we saw Chris Jericho, the Ayatollah of rock and roller, on the show. How is that even happening? Chris Jericho from AEW in Stone Cold podcast.
I'm pretty sure
of WWE. How is that even happening?
That was probably I don't know. I was lost for words when that happened. That was just absolutely unexpected. I was not expecting that 100%. That caught me off guard.
Of course, it caught me off guard. Hey, Louis Cedeno, how you doing, boss? That's the owner and CEO of EGCW, Extreme Global Championship Wrestling, the new face of independent wrestling. How's it going, brother? If you guys haven't tuned in yet, he just put on live EGCW Wire with an excellent match of Bone Crusher against Kaysen McLean. The rivalry between those two goes far beyond, so you might want to check that out on his page. But Jaden, this topic that we have today, this event, two-part event, we have an event called Ultimate Revolution Fantasy Warfare.
Oh yeah.
Now, the way that works is simple. We've paired up numerous men from all eras, from all types of organizations.
Oh yeah.
And put them in matches. Now, you fans decide which match, which title, and which stipulation. And then you decide the victory. But here's the kicker. The first match of every bracket, whoever wins from those two brackets go on to fight each other in the next bracket.
Oh yeah.
The same thing for the final two in both brackets. So Jaden, 40 matches, two-part series, Ultimate Revolution. What do you think of this event?
I mean, hey, it's just 40 matches. How can you not like this event? You know, this is absolutely a great event going on right now. Like you said, a total of 40 matches. You know, different
40
organizations.
matches. Jeff, what's going on, brother? Welcome.
Different everything. And I'm looking forward to this. I'm absolutely hyped for this one.
I am
100%. You know, we got some great matches in this card.
Matches going in right now.
Like,
the stars, the wrestlers that are in this event,
it's mind blowing.
It's mind blowing. You know what I'm saying? So we can't go. Let's just go with it.
Exactly.
Like, I can't wait any longer.
Right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Evolution of Pro Wrestling presents Ultimate Revolution Fantasy Warfare. Jaden, let's go to the first matchup.
Woo! First match starting off is, honestly, probably a really good match, especially for starting. We have Triple H versus AJ Styles.
Christopher Brown, what's going on, brother? AJ Styles versus Triple H. Two totally different eras. Two totally different regimes. Guys, what do you think of this match?
Normally, I'm going to turn the tide. What do you think of this match? Normally, I'm the one getting asked this. What do you think of this match?
Jaden, this is a match that only people would dream of, and quite frankly, can still happen. It can still happen. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely
just like a blink of an eye.
Triple H still got it.
It can happen.
Triple H can most definitely get that.
You never know. Now, we already got a request by Jeff saying a last man standing match.
That wouldn't be
I
bad.
can see that match. Okay, so a last man standing match. AJ Styles against Triple H. Jaden, how do you see this match going?
And a last man standing.
Jessica, welcome.
You know, there would be a lot of chaos in that match. You know, they'll be fighting to be the last man standing. You know, weapons all over the place. You know, clotheslines, all of it. Because these two guys are.
But here's my question though. Do you think that AJ Styles is ready for the Cerebral Assassin in a last man standing match?
The Cerebral Assassin, yes. If we're talking the King of Kings, no. Because back then, the King of Kings was prime Triple H. The Cerebral Assassin now, you know, he's not really in his prime anymore. So I feel like AJ Styles will give him a fight. But, you know, we're talking, like I said, we're talking now Triple H. So, yeah, I feel like AJ Styles will be able to hold his own. Okay. Now, I got a question for you. Who you got?
That's an interesting question because both superstars are excellent athletes. You know, AJ Styles and Triple H. AJ Styles was a phenom in Japan. Also was an excellent star in TNA at the time. Then he came to WWE. He made a name for himself like that.
Oh, yeah, quick.
But when you look at Triple H comes from WCW, coming into WWE as Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Excuse me, I got excited. And then getting punished for kayfabe that he did years ago, and then finally getting that push of winning King of the Ring, becoming the Game, the Cerebral Assassin.
The Game is where it all started.
That man was untouchable.
Yeah, I got Triple H too.
Listen, AJ Styles, my utmost respect to this man. Man is great. The man is awesome. But I got Triple H with this one. And it's because of the experience and because the way the Cerebral Assassin would take this man into that match. See, we even got a comment here. We got two of them. Let's read them out. Christopher Brown says, "I'm taking Styles at Mania in a bull rope match, and it's ironic you bring that match up. Triple H brought that match up in an interview. I remember that." And Jeff Robinson says, "I got Triple H in this one. AJ is going to take the fight to him, but Triple H is one of the most ruthless of all time and will do literally whatever it takes." Exactly. That's my point. And then we got another one here. Christopher Brown says, "I said this before, but getting ready for WrestleMania is a different thing. The older you get, the harder it gets. Doing once a year or once every couple of years, especially now, it is not easy. No, absolutely not." Now we got Brian. Brian, welcome, brother. Brian says Triple H dodged the match with AJ Styles because he felt he didn't have enough time to get into Mania physical shape. But if it did happen, I got Triple H.
So do
exactly.
I got Triple H.
That's my
too.
point.
Yep.
No disrespect intended to AJ Styles, but Triple H. They don't call the man the Game for nothing.
I feel like Triple H too. You know, there's different picks to what AJ Styles has. AJ Styles has taken on many greats in the industry.
Of course,
he's even been He's even been a champion, a fighting champion. But Triple H has taken on all of them.
Of course,
from big, small, any size. Triple H will take down anybody.
Listen,
if he could take down The Undertaker, John Cena, Randy Orton, Batista, all those guys, he can defeat anybody.
Listen, he brought the business.
He did.
He brought the game to you, and he won the game.
Exactly.
That's what he was. So, Jaden, our winner of the first match, Triple H. Oh man, so Triple H will be going up against the winner from the first match of the second bracket coming up next week on Friday.
Oh yeah.
So Jaden, that was a hell of a match.
Oh yeah.
Last man standing. You know, that's AJ Styles couldn't get up from the 10 count. So what a way to start. Right. You know, enough. My son picked that match to start off. So that's a good way to start, son. But let's see if we can get a little hotter. Different companies, different rivalries, a strange match, I per se. Kenny Omega, the current AEW heavyweight champion, against the five-time WCW champion, Booker T.
Yeah, Booker T. Ooh, man. I don't really know what kind of match I would call for this one. I wouldn't, honestly, like...
I can actually put this as a 30-man Iron Man match.
I would, yeah. I had a little bit of the same idea in mind. Yeah, I had an Iron Man match in store because I feel like those two are, Iron Man match material. Mm-hmm. And honestly, yeah, I agree with say that 5 more times. But yeah, what you call it? I gotta agree with Christopher Brown on that. I'm going with Booker T.
Why?
And I say that too because of just like the thing that had going on with Triple H. Booker T has experience like that in the ring. Don't get me wrong, Kenny Omega is absolutely phenomenal. He's one of the most hottest things right now going on in AEW. But, like I said, Booker T, I feel like he has more experience, and Booker T is talented like that. Like I said, I'm not taking anything away from Kenny, but I got Booker T all day.
Okay, I gotta go with Booker T too, and the reason this is why, because with Booker T, don't get me wrong, Kenny Omega was a phenom in Japan. Same thing, another superstar in IWGP, New Japan Pro Wrestling. The man was great. The man had awesome matches. The man did it up. He did what he had to do. But Booker T took it to the next level. Booker T went from awesome tag team of Harlem Heat to a singles competitor to a TV champion, United States champion, then world heavyweight champion. And then going on to WWE and making a massive name for himself.
Oh yeah.
And just drawing a crowd.
Absolutely.
So the man got my respect. He's a Hall of Famer for a reason, and
he deserves that. 100%.
Of course he deserves. Of course he deserves that. Of course he deserves. Because listen, you got Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega right now is the AEW champion. He's red hot.
Oh yeah.
You know, he goes back and forth to Impact and they battle, which is great. Interpromotional stuff. That's great. But as I said, you can't duplicate a Booker T. There's only one Booker T, and that man is amazing. And Christopher Brown says, and Jaden, another reason to take Booker is his ego isn't as massive as Kenny Omega's. Kenny thinks he's God's gift to wrestling world. Brian says those two have different way of wrestling. Booker T has experience, strength, ring awareness, taking nothing away from Kenny, his experience and stardom, but I gotta go with Booker, sucker!
Can you dig it?
So we got the winner of our second match, Jaden. Booker T. Oh man, this is a way to start a tournament, Jaden.
Oh yeah.
You know, like, you gotta understand something. When it comes to fantasy warfare, you don't know who you're getting. You don't know what you're getting, but you do know that it is gonna be a very, very unique match.
Oh yeah.
So once you get that going, then you're like, okay, what am I thinking of? What am I gonna do? How's it gonna go? So, Jaden, this is just the beginning.
This is just only 2 matches.
This is only 2 matches down. We got 18 more to go. And Jeff Robinson says, "This is so badass. I never realized this was a tournament." Well, not a tournament per se. Just the first and the last 2 matches are gonna be fighting against each other in a double main event in the bracket. But I appreciate it, man. He said thought it was just a bunch of badass matches.
At least you're here to see it.
Hey, I'm glad. You know, Jeff wanted to. He missed the. He got the Rumble of Evolution, and he was definitely hyped up for getting Ultimate Revolution now. So Jaden, our third match is one I wish I would have been able to see. Unfortunately, this man's life was cut short. I'm not going to name the reasons because that's not what we do here. Ric Flair, woo, the Nature Boy, against Gino Hernandez. By far, to me, one of the greatest heels of all time.
Which one, Gino? Rick?
Gino. This was before. Like, if Gino Hernandez would not have died, God knows where this man's career would have went.
Oh, I've heard of Gino Hernandez.
Gino Hernandez was well known in professional wrestling for his bad attitude, for his demeanor, wearing this, just like Ric Flair. He used to wear suits. He used to have women. He used to drink beer and wine. There was a kid stealing, wheeling, dealing, son of a gun, woo, all that stuff. But Jaden, how can you see this match going on?
Chest slap, man. No, I'm just joking. But honestly though, that's really hard to call.
Jeff Robinson says, "Damn, what a match! I want to say Flair just because of the Horsemen, but it could go either way." You're absolutely right. You see, that's where it plays a part because
what about a
cage match?
What about a no disqualification?
I gotta go with the cage match. Old school cage match, the blue cage. Oh man,
that's all right. That
I can see. I agree. That's perfect. The blue cage match, blue steel cage match. Oh man,
Oh, that brings memories.
that would
back.
bar the Four Horsemen and just have Gino Hernandez and Ric Flair going at it. Jaden, how you see this match going?
That's brutal right there. You know, that blue cage was something
okay,
else.
do you see Gino Hernandez just smashing Ric Flair's head into the cage?
Oh God! I see a lot of blood.
Keep it going, keep it going.
I see a lot of blood on the
All right, right
floor,
now I
you
see
know.
Gino Hernandez pretty much going blow for blow, fist to fist with Ric Flair right now. But
I just see a lot of blood.
it's right now, and look at it. Say hell yeah! They say old school NWA cage US title. Look at that! Come on, you see, this is what I like. I like when the minds come out. Brian says, "I'm sorry, man. I'm a big Ric Flair fan, but his matches are predictable, and all he has is a chest slap, the catchy woo, and his landing from the backdrop, figure four, and his hilarious fake fall. Man, it's gonna be a bloody ass match, but I gotta go with Gino." Christopher Brown says,
true.
Christopher Brown says, I go for Flair.
I'm gonna go
Jaden.
with Gino Hernandez.
Okay, why is that?
Well, it seems to me, like you said, Gino Hernandez. I've seen him myself. Gino Hernandez is a great heel. He is
man,
he
definitely used to irk the crowd,
yeah,
like-
he was, and that means he did his job correctly.
Yes,
if
and
he got the
listen,
crowd upset, he did his job.
Listen,
correctly.
I like Brian said, I'm a huge Flair fan, but I have to go as well with Gino Hernandez.
And it
And the
sounds
simple
like-
fact
exactly.
is because Gino was an art. Gino knew what he was doing. He knew how to piss people off, like literally piss
Just like
people
Padrino
off.
Brian said,
Yes,
it's gonna be a bloody match.
It would be a bloody match.
But
like these
I
two-
really feel like Gino would win that match.
See, even Brian said
Gino
Gino was a hell of a heel. Exactly. He was a natural heel. Oh, remind me to show you a video of that man when we get off air. This man was awesome, and that's why I go with him. That's why I say, God, if this man's life was not perished, God knows where this man's career would have went. And he probably would have made it a top, probably in WWE.
Probably.
In my opinion, I think he would have came to
he probably
WWE,
would've.
and he would have made it excellent in new heights.
I agree.
Like, big time, you know? So the match goes to Gino Hernandez. Excellent job. Excellent match. Jaden, what did you think of that match?
That was a great match, honestly. You know, a blue cage match, Ric Flair and Gino Hernandez. You know, you got two heels, but at the end of the day, you know, Gino Hernandez is the guy that takes over the match.
Listen,
but it was a great one.
Listen,
though.
I'm not taking anything away from Ric Flair. Ric Flair is without a shadow of a doubt one of the greatest wrestlers, if not the greatest.
Don't swallow that bottle.
Jerk. Hey, I'm thirsty, man. I'm thirsty. Leave me alone. Ric Flair, and it's like Brian says. Ric Flair is predictable, you know, but Gino was an excellent talent, and not taking anything away from Rick, but Gino had it. He had
did.
it.
He
He
most
knew how to run the business.
Oh,
he knew what
yeah.
to do in the business, and it's a shame he
Like
wasn't
you said,
here with us.
he was a masterpiece. He was
Yeah.
perfect in every way.
Now, here's an interesting match, which I got my pick, but I know a lot of people are probably gonna get heat for this. But Shinsuke Nakamura versus the Ayatollah of Rock and Roller,
So we're going
Chris
with,
Jericho.
We're going with that Chris Jericho.
Yes, what you want to go with?
I like the old Chris Jericho. You know, prime-
Y2J?
Yes, Y2J.
Okay, Y2J.
That's my favorite Chris Jericho, personally.
Y2J.
Yeah.
Y2J. All right. Oh man, Jeff Robinson said, "Imagine Gino and Bret Hart or Mr. Perfect had made it to WWE. Oh man, that would have been a classic.
That would have been insane.
Classic.
Oh yeah.
Like instant classic. I would have paid to see that, man. But Jaden, Shinsuke Nakamura against Y2J, Chris Jericho.
Oh man. Honestly, I would like to see them in an Extreme Rules match.
Really?
I would like to see them in an Extreme Rules. If we're talking Shinsuke now, a submission match, okay. I see your point, but you gotta think about it though, because
Brian says he wants to go with Lionheart, Chris Jericho.
Lionheart,
I mean, that's a good one. He was actually really good.
it was.
Yeah.
But I say that because if you look at it, you gotta understand about the experiences they both had. They both had their fair shares of matches similar to that. You know, like things like ladder matches and things like that.
Well, I can see that.
So that's
That I
a
can
ladder
see.
match. But why not an Extreme Rules? Well, what's wrong with that? Because
Okay,
Extreme Rules
okay.
is just everything,
Okay, so
including
no,
ladders.
but that's what I'm saying. The reason I'm saying that Extreme Rules wouldn't work because you never really seen these two men
Exactly,
in Extreme
something
Rules.
new.
But that's what I'm saying. You never seen them in a ladder match. Why? Because you put them in a ladder match. Both men have the agility to jump off the
And
ladder.
that's what I'm saying.
So let's make it a TLC.
A TLC, at Extreme Rules is just better. You have tables plus kendos plus chairs plus everything, ladders. You have everything in an Extreme Rules match. Extreme Rules is just basically an upgraded version of a TLC, just minus the rules. Only difference with the TLC is you gotta climb up to grab a briefcase or a title.
Well, there we go. Right there. IWGP title. They just added a title right there.
Okay. Alright.
See? Christopher Brown says, I'm going with a WDQ after Jericho and Shinsuke bring weapons into the match. Well, that's when the referee comes out and says, okay, you guys want to fight into a brawl? Okay, there you go. Brian compromised.
An extreme
TLC match. All right, there you go. So an extreme TLC match for the IWGP title. Jaden, take us to the match.
I see kendo sticks, Shinsuke getting hit, Jericho getting hit. I see chairs, ladders. I'm gonna most definitely see those because, like you said, those two have a lot of agility. So I'm gonna see a lot of those. I might see a few tables. That match is. I don't feel like it's gonna be a bloody match, but I feel like that would be
an exciting.
It would
match.
Exactly.
Like,
it would have you off your chair.
Exciting match. It would have you off your chair.
Oh yeah.
Like holy shit. Like I could just picture Shinsuke Nakamura doing a Kinshasa on Jericho right from the ladder.
That would off.
Oh, and then check this out. The Tokyo Dome. It's gonna be off the hook. In the Tokyo Dome, Jeff Watt wants this. I agree with that.
The Tokyo
Dome in Japan.
Man.
I agree with that. The crowd will go nuts.
Woo!
Crowd will go absolutely nuts. Like in Japan and that type of match.
And
holy sugar.
Tokyo Dome.
It would be amazing. Like simply amazing. But Jaden, who do you have for this match?
That's a great question. I might have to go with Jericho on this match.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. What's the reason?
Well, it's simply the fact that I feel like, Jericho has that type of attitude for these type of matches. Don't get me wrong. Shinsuke Nakamura is great. He's a really good wrestler, but he's a striker. And when it comes to matches like these, strikers are not going to always take the upper hand. And you gotta think about it. He's a striker that gives what do you call it? Y2J the upper hand with his agility. And if you get a striker tired enough, that agility comes into place. So I take Chris Jericho for that. And Chris Jericho has many tricks up his sleeve. Chris Jericho's the guy.
Okay. So we got a few people going for Y2J, but I guess that's a unanimous decision because that's 3. But I had my pick for
Holy sugar.
That's what I said. Holy sugar. My pick was actually Shinsuke Nakamura.
Why?
And the reason I say that is because Shinsuke is a phenom in Japan. The man beat Brock Lesnar in Japan, and the man has fought against greats like the Great Muta, Antonio Inoki, many excellent great Japanese superstars, against Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, John Cena.
Now, okay, I understand.
AJ Styles.
I understand that. But
hold on. I understand why you guys picked Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho is phenomenal. The man has done it all. He's beat Stone Cold and The Rock in both nights, which he would never let anybody forget. He's fought The Undertaker. He's fought many great superstars.
I want to stop you right there for a second.
He's held many titles.
So look, it's that too, but you got to think about stamina wise too. Shinsuke, like I said, he's a striker. Strikers are fast. Strikers know how to hit, know where to get their opponent weak and everything. But what happens when that stamina runs out? It's done. The striker's gonna be on the ground. That's what I'm saying. When it comes to these type of matches, the agility that Chris Jericho has will help him out a lot. So that's another reason why I went with him.
No, it was tough to call, man. All these athletes, like these guys, they put what they have on the line when they come inside the ring, and it's like, oh shit, like what's the next thing that's gonna happen? Like I could see Chris Jericho in a ladder match climbing up in that ladder and taking the IWGP title, because that's what he just did, because the winner is Chris Jericho. Good job, guys. Chris Jericho and Shinsuke. That was an excellent...
that was an excellent one.
Wow. Jeff said the kid had a damn good point. It's the start of the show, man. It's tough, man. These matches are tough.
These matches are very tough.
These are tough matches. You know what I mean? But the next match, I don't know what I was thinking.
I can't see this type of...
I already got my pick, but...
I got mine, too.
It is kind of a unique match, and both men are actually pretty insane. You know, you got one crazy one that's stiff as shit, and another one that's just burnt on fire. The Ultimate Warrior against The Fiend.
I already have my pick, and I
James, how you doing, brother?
I have a very awesome reason for that.
Okay.
Because no matter what you do to The Fiend, he doesn't feel any pain. You can literally... I can name 2 times. Randy Orton lit him on fire, and Seth Rollins tried to beat his face in with a hammer in a Hell in a Cell match, and The Fiend got back up. He's immune to pain. I understand, the Ultimate Warrior's strong, and he's fit like that, but I honestly think The Fiend is unstoppable. It would take a miracle to make The Fiend not want to fight anymore. So I picked The Fiend because all it takes, in a boiler room match, perfect. Because
it's cool, James. Yeah,
man,
boiler room match would work.
Like I said, that's the most valid reason.
Because the Ultimate Warrior is he's crazy sometimes, but I don't think. Or we could use whichever Fiend you want to use. Which guys you suggest? The old one or this one?
Oh man,
it's tough to call.
I haven't seen much of the old.
Wow, he said The Fiend in an Inferno match.
The Fiend is probably would lose that match, but then he would just appear back in the ring after getting lit on fire.
Well, I listen.
Which Fiend do you prefer, Dad? The new one or this one, the old one?
I would say this one.
Me too. That's some demonic.
Sadistic,
and if you guys haven't seen, what was the pay-per-view that was just recently? Fastlane. If you guys did not see Fastlane, you need to go watch that. But
oh man,
if you haven't, The Fiend appeared from out of the ring, and if you haven't seen his new gear,
burnt to a crisp.
Woo! Oh my goodness,
crispy.
Literally, he's burnt to a crisp.
Burnt to a crisp, but it would look awesome.
It does look
awesome. And he played the character perfect.
He does.
And like I can honestly say that is the best character I've ever seen, and the best storyline right now. I'm watching in wrestling right now. This is actually a good point that James just put. Why not use all 3 appearances of The Fiend?
So his
the Eater of Worlds.
Okay.
Then the first version of The Fiend.
So then wouldn't that be 4? Because he had 4. He had 2 versions of himself. He had Firefly Funhouse. His regular joyful one. Then he had The Fiend. Then he had the burnt to a crisp Fiend, and at first he had the Eater of Worlds.
Christopher Brown says, Jaden, if you're facing The Fiend, do what you can do is tie him down to an AA chair and force him to watch Vince McMahon's greatest hits, laughing my ass off.
Oh my goodness.
Well, Jeff Robinson says The Fiend would watch Warrior run circles and wear himself out and then drop him on his head. It's an unmatched match. I'm sorry. I gotta give it to The Fiend. I'm sorry.
I mean, like, honestly though, I can see The Fiend getting his head put through a few windows and stuff like that.
Well, I can see stuff like that. Listen, it would be
don't get me wrong. I feel like The Fiend would win, but the Ultimate Warrior will put him through
business.
pain.
He will put him through pain.
He would put him through pain.
It would be a little bit pretty grueling, but for the most part.
I mean, on The Fiend's part, yes. The Ultimate Warrior probably just would have been...
Look at that. James says Papa Shango returns and attacks Ultimate Warrior. And then The Fiend does Sister Abigail.
That would be fun.
And that's what causes the match. The Fiend versus Mae Young.
Mae Young's winning. No, I'm just joking. But that would... Yeah, that match, though, the Ultimate Warrior versus The Fiend.
The Fiend all the way.
The Fiend,
The Fiend all the way.
All the way. Especially this Fiend. Oh, man. I seen his mask. It gave me goosebumps.
That gave me the heebie-jibbies.
Yeah. That mask is really cool though. Getting
Excuse
excited.
me. Yeah, I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited. Well, we got The Fiend as the winner of that match.
Yes, we do.
Now, we got the next match, Jada, which is two totally different eras. Not many people think that Old School would win this one. But we have the infamous Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff against the Viper, Randy Orton.
The Viper? I want to go with the Undertaker era Randy Orton. The
Legend Killer. Okay.
Legend Killer. That's
So
when
that's
my
because
favorite.
he is facing a legend. He is facing a legend, actually, Hall of Famer.
Legend Killer, exactly.
Paul Orndorff, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, going up against the Legend Killer,
Exactly.
Randy Orton. And before we continue into this matchup, Jaden, fans, please feel free to share our content all over social media. Bring your friends, your cousins, your family, everyone. And let's have them talk wrestling. Let's do it. Now, Jaden.
See.
When you talk about Paul Orndorff and Randy Orton, you've seen Randy Orton. You never seen Paul Orndorff. Well, you've seen Paul Orndorff when he fought Hulk Hogan.
Yes, I most definitely.
You know the man's style.
Oh,
He
yes.
comes straight at you with the elbow. He comes right on your neck. He does the power driver, which is an effective move.
So it's basically
Can
like
he
a
move
basically
like Randy
a
Orton?
powerhouse is
A
sort of.
power driver.
No, but he's basically.
He's
like
a powerhouse. Yes.
Powerhouse. Okay.
He's a buff guy. He's a powerhouse.
All right. Can he move like Randy Orton? Well, that's a great question. See, with Randy Orton. Oh, what happened?
Brian said that. Okay, so I'm going with Mr. RKO. Randy will run circles around him, around Mr. Wonderful Dito. That's Brian. And Christopher Brown says Orton winning in a Kindle stick match. Jeff Robinson says Orton has the match won, then Cowboy Bob Orton hits him with the cast and
I was
beats the
just about to
RKO
say
and
that,
Randy
the
Orton with
cast.
the win.
The cast, Dito.
Wow. No, that was perfectly executed, Jeff. That's good. And it would have been. I think it would be an interesting match. You know, I'm not taking. Listen, Randy Orton is a amazing wrestler, amazing. You know, but yes, Paul Orndorff is strong.
Paul Orndorff is strong, but you know Randy Orton
is fast.
And
he knows what to
one
do.
thing I can say, Randy Orton, you never expect what's gonna happen. So Randy Orton is unpredictable. Randy Orton, you never know what he's gonna do. You never know if he's gonna strike for an RKO or a clothesline, or he's gonna try to get you to the ropes. It's unexpected because of his foot movement. Mm-hmm. So Randy Orton, yes, I feel like Randy
Orton is a phenomenal athlete. You know, he and even to this day, I think in his 40s, he's still great.
Wrestling.
He's
amazing.
still wrestling. He's still wrestling amazing. And it's yes, sir. We'll be here. Still, he still can.
He can still move.
He can still move. You know,
I mean, look at the rivalry.
His promos are okay. You know, yeah, he got that voice. He has that demeanor. He could cut a promo, a decent promo. But his ring ability makes up for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He wasn't really a guy for promos, and when he cuts a promo, and if it's not as great, he always makes it up in the ring.
Of course, absolutely. That's without a shadow of a doubt. So, who do you have in this pick, Jaden?
I got Randy Orton.
Okay, and so does Brian, and so does myself. Not taking anything away from Paul Orndorff.
Paul Orndorff is one of the strongest guys I've ever seen. If he was able to take on Hulk Hogan,
he was a legend. He was a legend he was a legend in this industry. He did a lot for this business, and him and Hulk Hogan made a shitload of money. Like, they made a lot of money from that rivalry that they had back in the days.
100%.
But Randy Orton is a whole new level. He didn't get that nickname, the Legend Killer, for nothing.
Exactly.
You know, the man took down legends.
He literally did.
He made a hell of a name for himself the moment he fought The Undertaker.
That's when it all started. That's when the Legend Killer was, officially the
Legend Killer. Exactly. So I'm giving it to Randy Orton too. And the winner, the Legend Killer, Randy Orton. Wow, that was a hell of a match, Jake.
Oh yeah.
Now, okay, wait a minute. Before we read this next match, Christopher Brown says Orton isn't really unpredictable. Jaden, he's a sick, sadistic bastard who has not who has no qualms about crippling who's across from him and damn the consequences. Hey, that's what this business is about. Randy Orton makes this business his. That sadistic rivalry he has with the Fiend. It's like you couldn't have picked a better person to have a rivalry like that.
And
with Randy
the
Orton.
funny thing is, they used to be a tag team.
Yeah,
too.
and they had a rivalry. They had a rivalry back then,
and they have history with each other.
very much so.
So now it's
so.
just escalating to this new rivalry. The Fiend. Think of the Fiend coming back for revenge. Except he's upgraded now. He's cooler now.
Exactly. So, Jaden,
Yes.
I want you to name that next match, number 7.
Man.
Holy cow.
Okay. We have Drew McIntyre
Oof.
against John Cena. The Doctor of Thugonomics, John Cena.
Oh, man. John Cena, the Doctor of Thugonomics against Drew McIntyre.
Oh my goodness. That's... Wow.
Like, wow. I don't even know where to start. Like, Drew McIntyre has come a long way. Like, from coming in the first time and then
Okay, I gotta go with Cena. Already?
all right, we're gonna hear Mr. Montalvo's reasoning in a second. Listen, Drew McIntyre came a long way. He came up the rankings. He got fired the first time. They put him in this 3MB damn group that was ridiculous.
Oh, jeez.
And then
He grew.
And then he finally he came back, buffed up, ready to fight, ready to go. And then
I'm not gonna lie, when I heard his name,
everything just kept going
wrestling,
from there.
I didn't think that was legit him. McIntyre will claim more Cena's head off. These comments are so funny.
Oh man,
McIntyre will claim more Cena's head
Cena's getting eaten up right now. All right, so let's check this out. We got Brian going with John Cena.
I'm gonna go with John
James
Cena,
says
too.
Drew is at the top of his game. Old school Cena was good, but not the level Drew is now. Drew
FTW.
Drew for the win. Christopher Brown says McIntyre will claim more Cena's head off. So
I gotta go with John Cena on this.
okay, give me a reason why.
Okay, well, John Cena took on the greats. He took on, people like Triple H, Randy Orton, Shawn Michaels, The Big Show, Edge, people like that, He's took on many great people. And honestly, John Cena, doesn't matter what kind of size you are, how tall you are, John Cena has power. And when it comes to matches like something like against Drew McIntyre, it's unexpected. And one thing I can say, John Cena
Brian
isn't getting Claymore.
Cena isn't getting Claymore because Drew won't be able to see him. Jesus Christ, this guy. So I'm gonna give my pick here. Let me take a drink first because Brian
he can't see him. I used to go around doing this all the time.
I'm gonna go with John Cena, and I'm gonna tell you why. I had mentioned Drew McIntyre going in the business, getting better at the prime of his career. But you got to remember something. John Cena came and took that brass ring. He went from ruthless aggression with these fruity ass pants. But let me rephrase that. These short, tight pants, not fruity. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. For these pants that he had, no shirt, so he had this hair combed up. Wasn't really working for him. So WWE decided to pull the trigger and do the Doctor of Thugonomics.
That's when his career expanded.
Again, Jaden, I apologize for that comment. That's not.
I understand.
That came out wrong. Fruity Pebbles. See, they call them Fruity Pebbles, but they started calling Fruity Pebbles. The Rock called them Fruity Pebbles when he started wearing the shirts.
Oh God, Dad, look what you did.
But John Cena came up in the rankings. He took on the best. He took on Batista, Triple H, Undertaker, and the list goes on. And the man carried WWE into the millennium. The man did it all.
Well, it's because nobody could see him, like you said. But no, for real. All jokes aside, John Cena. I would still take John Cena because John Cena, ever since, when he became the Doctor of Thugonomics, I feel like John Cena helped out the business a lot. John Cena has won many titles. He's right there with Ric Flair.
Okay, so now we got a comment here that, yeah, Jaden, the problem is Cena's power is borrowing Hunter's shovel to bury the roster. Laughing out loud. Okay, let's not talk about bury the roster. The point is, the man came up in the business. He fought for what he needed, just like everybody else in the business does. Everybody, they go for broke. Jay says, Cena's dressed like a dad who wanted to be cool. Jesus Christ.
I can't with these comments.
Oh, Fruity Pebbles. Jesus Christ. So the winner is John Cena. Fruity Pebbles.
This was probably the funniest match
Wow.
I've ever heard.
But it would have been brutal.
It would have been brutal.
It would have been a
What
hell
kind of match? Before we continue, what kind of match and what title?
I would have been a straight up match.
Straight up?
Straight up match, no titles, straight up match.
I would have put them in a WrestleMania.
Yeah.
WrestleMania.
I'll
And
put them in
like,
WrestleMania.
I feel like they should have did it for the WWE title.
Yeah, we could do it. So you do it. There you go. WWE title.
All right.
Now,
Next match.
the next match is a brutal match.
Mm-hmm.
Two iconic superstars, two totally different eras, but both fierce superstars. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Stan the Lariat Hansen.
Oh. All right.
Wow.
What he said.
Wow. Just wow. Like, Dios mío. Like, whoa. Like, no, but serious. Like, Jay.
Right.
Like,
I mean, for real. Oh, man.
oh my God.
This is...
Like,
Dang, Dad. Why you have to do this?
no, that's tough.
Very
That's
tough.
Very tough. Stan the Lariat Hansen against Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, man.
Like, how do you even call this match?
That's
Jay?
pretty
What type of
hard to
match?
call.
What would you do?
I mean... Whew. Hey, Dad, it's your turn because this is difficult. Like,
No, it's very
this,
difficult.
like you said, this is
No,
brutal.
it's very
this is
difficult.
very brutal. Does have
Okay, so
people off their
we already got
chairs.
one here. James says Stan Hansen runs through Austin. Austin would fight his ass off, but Hansen is old school. Okay, we got one Stan Hansen. So now, Jaden, you can break the ice. It's right back to you. Christopher Brown says Austin in a no DQ match. Okay, so we got Austin and Stan Hansen.
Yeah, I was gonna pick a no
Okay.
disqualification. And honestly,
So-
I would say Stone Cold.
Okay, why?
Because Stone Cold is a fighter. Stone Cold, don't get me wrong, Stan Hansen is absolutely amazing himself. I've seen him in the ring. He's phenomenal. But when Stone Cold gets into a match, especially a no disqualification match, you can see that guy get busted over the
Okay,
head with the chair.
I'm sorry. Jeff Roberts is back. You came back just in time to make your
You
pick.
did.
Stone Cold Steve Austin or Stan the Lariat Hansen. Who's your pick, man? What type of match would
But
you
I would
like?
go, like I said, I would go Stone Cold because no matter what you do to him, Stone Cold will get up, and it's like the more you knock him down, the more energy and the more revenge he wants to get on you. So I feel like Stone Cold will take over that match because Stone Cold is just simply a fighter, and Stone Cold doesn't back down from anybody. So I'm going with Austin 316.
Because I just whipped your ass.
Exactly.
Oh, man. Damn. I'm caught in between here, man. Like, I don't
Stone
know.
Cold.
Jesus, Stone Cold.
I can't with these comments.
James says Texas Bull Rope match. Austin pulls off the win with the stunner and stop Hansen from hitting the fourth buckle. So it's a unanimous decision. Decision. Stone Cold Steve Austin is the winner in a Texas Bull Rope match. I was actually going to go with Stan Hansen.
I think you missed the Drew versus John Cena match, Jeff.
Yes, he did. I think it was Randy Orton and Paul Orndorff and Drew McIntyre and John Cena.
Yeah, you missed.
And Jeff says I got to go with Stan Hansen. He will shake off that stunner, laughing out loud. Yeah, he would. That's why I picked him. But Stone Cold is a fierce opponent. He is a fierce opponent, and the one thing that in this match that Stone Cold has that Stan doesn't is actual technical ability. Because you guys at least remember, Stone Cold used to wrestle under the name Stunning Steve Austin. So
he did.
He knew how to be a technical wrestler. Stan Hansen was just a kick ass. Like he would just whip your ass. He didn't care what the hell he was doing. He like, that lariat was not like you know what's that the man couldn't see. He caught you with a lariat. That joint was
he
crazy.
See for real?
He couldn't see. At times he could not see because of the bright lights. Like he would just come full for like, and it would be
a lariat.
Oh man, it was worse than JBL's. Well, I don't know. That's kind of a toss up with those two.
Yeah, JBL's clothesline from hell.
Yeah. Oh. But now we got an interesting match, Jaden, that is very unique, and both wrestlers are very, very extraordinary.
I got the perfect match. The perfect match.
Extraordinary superstars. Don't cut me off again.
The perfect match.
Jaden, name our next match, which is match number 9.
We got Kurt Angle against Daniel Bryan. Oof. And I'm gonna go put those two in a submission match.
Oh.
Because these two
what? I'm gonna make it even better. A submission I quit match.
Oh my goodness. Woof.
I took one out of Brian's book.
Match. Oh man, a submission I quit match.
And a submission I quit
That would be brutal. That would, oh man, imagine the submissions they would have to put those
that's a good one too. An Iron Man submission match. Nice. That was good too. What would you go with, Jay?
If we are creating fantasy matches, I'll make an Iron Man no disqualification submission match. See, look, like Daniel Bryan did. I'm pretty sure with Randy Orton, he used a kendo stick. I think to finish. It was somebody. Daniel Bryan used a kendo stick to do his submission move. I forgot the name of his move, but to keep it short, I would keep it as a a submission match, most definitely.
No, it would be brutal. Like it would be so brutal. Like, but both are technical superstars.
But they're submission specialists though. Like Kurt Angle with the ankle lock, and I forgot Daniel Bryan's submission move.
Oh, the LeBell lock.
LeBell lock. That's what I knew. It started with the
lock.
I knew it started with
the ankle lock. So which one would be more effective though? And how would that match go? Can you see Daniel Bryan submitting?
Yes, I can actually see him submitting.
Really?
Angle. I can. I feel like the LeBell lock is more dangerous. Don't get me wrong. You know what? I can't decide.
Okay,
that.
Hard. It's hard.
This is
very
hard. This is difficult.
Okay, so Crystal Brown says I got Bryan in a 60-minute Iron Man submission match. That's a long ass match.
Yeah.
Which would make and Jeff says in their prime, Kurt has this one.
And okay, prime, Kurt most definitely.
Listen, I'm gonna give you my answer right now. Daniel Bryan is a phenomenal athlete. The man is a submission machine, suplex machine, flick machine. Kurt Angle, Olympic gold medalist. He won it with a broken freaking neck. But you see, the man's a legit badass. He's fought wars in the ring.
He's fought.
Daniel Bryan, don't get me wrong. Daniel Bryan has fought some of the best.
He most definitely.
But Kurt Angle has fought the best.
He's
The Undertaker, Stone Cold, Kane, The Rock, Chris Benoit, Shawn Michaels. Did you the rivalry between? He said yes. The rivalry between Shawn Michaels and Kurt Angle was a classic. And it was all because it was real.
Exactly.
Like Kurt Angle wasn't having that shit when it came to Kurt Angle.
Exactly.
To Shawn Michaels.
I'm about to say what?
To Shawn Michaels. And that's reality. You can watch it in Untold in WWE.
That's true.
That was what reality was. Mm-hmm. Kurt Angle was not afraid of anybody.
He wasn't.
And that's why I give it to.
And I'm gonna agree with you on that because he, like you said, he's that in every other way. Watch your mouth. But he's phenomenal in every other way.
No, Kurt Angle.
Once Kurt Angle gets that ankle lock, it's over.
No, it's over.
It's a wrap.
It's over.
It's done.
Like the man.
That's a whole other ball game.
The man did it all. The man did it
He
all,
did.
and he competed against the best.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he's won many titles, you know, and he did. I didn't really see him much in TNA at the time.
I seen him more in WWE.
Yeah, you know, he did more.
But
in
I feel like
WWE.
that's where his career was really.
Of
high,
course,
in
that's where he
WWE.
lived the hype. That's where he fought Undertaker at his prime. He fought Stone Cold in his prime. You know, The Rock in his prime.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it was a great feat to see. You know, it was amazing seeing that. Yes,
Right.
Brian, you're right. That is a dream match. That's definitely a dream match. Kurt Angle against Daniel Bryan.
That is true.
Many people would have paid to see that match. And Kurt Angle, his prime, and him, oh man. And yes, you're right. Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle did have amazing matches in TNA, Jeff. But we got a winner, Kurt Angle. Now, Jaden,
Yes.
the next match, oh man, is phenomenal. Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh yeah. Against The Rock. Wow.
You know,
Wow.
the people's eyebrow.
Who do you have picked for this match, Jake?
Already?
Already?
It just started. I don't know.
That's right, it just started and they already going at it.
The match just started. Oh goodness. Okay. This. Stop.
I gotta go with experience on this one. The Macho Man Randy Savage.
I was gonna go with the Macho Man too.
Jeff says, I think my head just exploded. I think he liked that match.
I'm gonna go with the Macho Man too. Like you said,
They
based
both
off-
have an elbow drop, exactly.
based off of experience, but I feel like Macho Man's elbow drop is better.
Whew.
Macho Man got that deadly elbow drop.
Jeff likes this match. Like, I gotta give it to Randy Savage. Randy Savage is a war veteran.
Oh yeah.
He's a war veteran. He like a war veteran in the ring. The man knows how to get it done in the business. The man knows what he needs to do.
No man, I'm going with Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Nah, I'm sorry, man. I like The Rock. The Rock is awesome, but I gotta keep it old
Going
school.
with Mr. Clean.
Macho Man.
You going with the eyebrow?
The pie. You know,
If you smell it,
cooking. Oh yeah, Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Macho Man.
Christopher Brown says, I'm taking Dwayne in a Hell in a Cell at Mania. Jaden, who are you going with?
I'm taking Macho Man Randy.
So, all right, so we
Savage.
actually got it 2-2.
Okay, we need one more.
We need
vote.
one more vote.
Title breaker.
One more vote. Jeff, it's up to you, brother.
Water break.
Brian says, respect to the Slim Jim ambassador, but I think The Rock would out wrestle him. Oh, Jeff says Macho Man. There we go. Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah, the winner of the match. Thank you. Sound constipated.
I was just about to say that.
But the Macho
So
Man
constipated.
experience over youth won the match. And not taking anything away from The Rock. Rock is phenomenal. Like, simply phenomenal in the ring. But when it comes to Macho Man fought the best.
Oh, yeah.
He fought Ric Flair, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, and Hulk Hogan,
Many
many
more.
more. So, damn you, Jeff. Oh,
This
man.
is a very funny
Oh
show.
man, Brian got
Woo.
it. Jaden,
Yeah.
let's go to our next match.
Okay, who's gonna name it? Me or you?
Bam Bam Bigelow versus Big Van Vader. Two awesome big men in the business.
Why do you do this to us? Why do you,
It's tough, man.
why
It's
do you
tough.
do this? Why?
I'm gonna go with Vader on this one,
I was just about.
and I'm gonna say
agree.
why. Don't get me wrong. Bam Bam Bigelow is agile. He can move. He was an excellent superstar.
Both of
in the
them
ring.
can
Both of them
move.
can. But when you got over a man of over 400 pounds doing a moonsault off the top rope, even though I've seen Bam Bam Bigelow do it too, he's done it too. But a big man like that, come on. Even he said it, big man dream match. But Vader a lot meaner. Vader is taking it. See, Vader would
Yeah,
take
Vader.
it because Vader is.
Now, what
Vader,
kind of match would you like to see these two?
I would
in?
see the straight up match.
Me too.
Straight up
Me
match,
too.
but I would actually put it for the WCW World Title.
Okay.
Both doing moonsaults. Yeah, they were doing moonsaults.
So
These
yeah,
two
I feel
guys.
like I would take Big Van Vader too.
No, listen, Bam Bam Bigelow was an excellent superstar. Back then, he was amazing. What kind of match? Regular straight up match.
Regular,
you know, these
yeah.
guys are big. These guys can't take the ladder matches or the brawls and stuff like that. the
ladders
ring will
break.
definitely collapse. Exactly.
Exactly.
You know, the ring is definitely collapsing. So those two are big men. But Vader to me was more agile.
He
was
was.
more brutal in the ring.
He had that
This was the
agility
same
too,
man.
especially for his size.
This was the same man that broke Mick Foley's nose for real, just for wrestling, because Mick Foley told him to.
He told
He
him to
told
break
him to break it so you can hear the crack and make it sound even more real.
And I thought, oh God.
And Vader did it, and Vader did it hard.
Mick Foley is definitely.
He said an eye for an eye match.
Oh, didn't like Vader's eye come out?
Yes, it
during a
did.
match?
During
And then
with
he
Stan
put it-
Hansen.
Then he put it back in
with
or something
Stan
like that?
Hansen.
And he put.
And he put
Oh
the
my
eye
God.
back into the socket. Right back into the socket. I don't know how the hell he did that, but he did it anyway.
Oh, okay.
So, who is the winner here, Jaden?
We got Big Van Vader.
Big Van Vader. Excellent match. Jaden.
Yep.
Next match.
We got Goldberg against Billy Graham.
Superstar Billy Graham.
Exactly.
And here's my pick. Superstar Billy Graham, of course, because I'm sorry, Goldberg, you couldn't deal with the superstar. That's not.
I
even an
agree.
option.
I agree.
I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking putting that dream match, but I thought because Goldberg was big, but
Oh, you gotta give Goldberg a little bit of credit, just a little bit.
listen, Goldberg went to new heights. Don't get me wrong. He won the championship. He was undefeated. Came to WWE. Took on certain superstars, but didn't really have wrestling ability.
Honestly, that's what I was about to say. Honestly, Goldberg was. I'm going with.
You said, shit, I'm going with superstar Billy Graham. Of course.
Honestly,
that's a
though,
no-brainer.
I feel like Goldberg was sloppy in the ring. too.
He was very sloppy. I give the man respect. He paved the way to certain people in this business. He helped the Monday Night Wars at some point, but superstar Billy Graham is in a whole new level.
Yeah, exactly.
The man fought Bruno Sammartino.
He's
The
fought
likes of-
legends.
He's fought legends.
Exactly.
Like you can't compare
There's no
that.
comparison.
Like,
Exactly. I agree.
Exactly. Christopher Brown says Graham's taking it is no question. He said Jeff Robinson says Goldberg was in the right place at the right time. WCW needed an answer for Stone Cold. Sorry, not sorry. That is the truth. Laughing out loud. No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, and that's what Eric Bischoff said in that way. Brian says he paved the way with 2 moves. Laughing my ass. He helped out. He helped out some greats. You know, he caught the attention of the fans. You know, the spear back then, the spear and the jackhammer were like the 1-2 punch. Boom, that was a powerful combination.
Should have seen that Spirit did to Christian.
Yeah,
Crap was
but when he came to WWE,
I think that was
WWE fans didn't really like that, and then he just lost.
because he only lose, like he said, 2 moves. It wasn't.
Winner, superstar Billy Graham. Jaden, this event is like amazing so far. Like,
It's a mind blower.
and then now the next match is even more of a mind blow. I don't know what I was thinking with that too. What we were thinking when we picked it. But I'm gonna let you know it is Brock Lesnar against Big John
I
Studd.
have my pick.
All right, let's hear it.
Big John stuff.
Why is that?
And I say that because this is probably a silly reason. Nobody wants to see Suplex City anymore.
Okay,
Nobody
but you
wants to
at least
see
forget, Big John Studd is 7 foot.
Exactly.
The man is huge and strong.
Well, I
don't think Brock Lesnar will be able to get that
I
man up
wasn't
for soup.
finished. I
Wasn't
wasn't
finished?
done. I was not done. I wasn't done.
Okay, go ahead.
Like you said, I got interrupted.
Okay.
He is most definitely 7 foot, and like you said, Brock Lesnar probably won't be that strong. To
See, both will be gassed out in 5 minutes.
I don't think Brock Lesnar would be that strong either.
No.
But you know, Big John Studd is really tall, and I feel like all it takes is one chop to the head.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Brock.
Brock
I got
Lesnar.
Heyman's voice in my head right now doing that. Lesnar
fails for the F5 and gets caught.
Brock Lesnar.
Listen, let me tell you something. Brock Lesnar's strong.
Tell me something.
But anybody, and I mean anybody that can keep up with Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan wins in my book.
So Big John Studd
Yes.
was able to do that.
All the way. I can't stand Brock Lesnar.
Me neither.
As an athlete. Person, I heard he's a nice guy. It's a lot of great things. But as a wrestler, sorry. Just not my pick. I'm sorry. I don't see it happening.
Me neither.
Just not happening.
Nope.
So what do you see?
I say Big John Studd taking this. You know, as the like.
No, I'm not gonna repeat that. Lesnar is gonna. He says Lesnar's gonna shit his pants when he lifts Studd for that. For Jesus Christ, this guy. Oh man. So who do we have here? So we got two.
I'm gonna take Big John Studd.
Well, we got 3 Big John Studd. So Big John Studd is the winner. This guy, man. Jaden, take us to our next match, number 14.
Oh yeah. We got Tony Atlas against Bobby Lashley.
Oh man. The Mr. America, Tony Atlas, against
Right.
the almighty Bobby Lashley. Jaden,
Yep.
how do you see this match going?
I would like to see them.
Tony Atlas is a former
I
bodybuilder.
would like to see them in an arm wrestle.
Really? Okay. Arm wrestling
No,
match.
like real match. I like to see them probably in an Iron Man match. But
Nah.
Iron Man match now.
I can see those two actually in a last man standing match.
I mean,
I can see those two in a last man standing match.
I can't see it.
Lashley has him out on speed, both for powerhouses. Yes, they are.
Lashley is pretty fast.
Yes, Lashley's fast.
He
Lashley
is.
is very fast. For a big guy, he's very agile.
He's a power. He's most definitely a definition.
In this one, as much as I want to go old school, I have to go. He kind of likes the Iron Man match. Okay, so let's make it an Iron
Either
Man
an
match.
Iron Man
Half-hour
or
Iron
just,
Man match.
you know, exactly.
Half-hour Iron Man match. I would have to say Bobby Lashley.
Me too. Now,
And the reason I say
who's
that-
winning the arm wrestle?
I got to give that to Tony Atlas.
Okay, now continue your.
But the match, it would go with Bobby Lashley because, for the simple fact, yes, Tony Atlas is strong. Yes, he can move, but not like.
Bobby Lashley. He got the speed. He has the speed. And
See,
he's
Brian
strong.
said, I can't decide. He said, I really do like both wrestlers because they're good wrestlers.
They really
it's
are.
It's tough to call. It would have been a hell of a match.
Right.
Like, Bobby Lashley, for a big guy, can move. And
yeah.
Tony Atlas was strong as hell. Best 2 out of 3. Look at that. The best 2 out of 3,
stages
making it
of
3
hell.
stages of hell.
That would be interesting to see. I would go for that. That would be nice.
Oh, absolutely. That match would have been incredible.
Oh yeah.
That match would have been incredible. Like, you see those two, but I gotta go with Lashley.
Me too.
For the simple fact, the way his speed is, the power, and it's like, who
Right.
are you going with, Jay?
I'm gonna go with Bobby Lashley on this one.
Okay,
you
so
said, because,
Bobby
you know,
Lashley
he takes it.
is the winner of this match, number 14. Now, let's go to another huge match, which I know Brian's gonna have a funny comment for
Another
this one.
ring breaker.
But you got, these guys are huge. These guys are monsters, like real monsters. Braun Strowman, the monster among men, against the one-man gang. Holy sugar honey iced tea. This ring will implode with these two men. Like, damn.
Right.
Hibbity the gibbity. Like, Jaden, what do you do? You know, Braun. See, Brian even said it. Oh God, like that's too, exactly. Like, come on.
Oh God. Alright.
Like, that's-
holy sugar.
It's tough. He
That's
said, let's
something-
hope they didn't go to catering prior to the match. Like, it's crazy. Like, these two are huge. These are big men, and One Man Gang was known in the ring as this fierce superstar. So
Oh God.
I don't know. It's tough to call. Like, I actually got to go with the
Ay.
One Man Gang on this one.
Okay. Tell me why.
One Man Gang has fought against the best. He's fought against many great superstars in WCW, many great stars in WWE. One of them was a Hulk Hogan. The only thing I didn't like was they changed him to Hakeem. Like, come on. Hakeem. As an African American man. No, the man is not African American. The man is a white person. He's light skinned. He's not black. You keep him as the One Man Gang. But they put him as Hakeem as a gimmick. He enjoyed it. He ran with it. It was funny. It was good. And exactly, Jeff is right. One Man Gang went up against a lot of legends.
All right. Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna go with.
Christopher Brown says Braun Strowman, and here's the stipulations I was referring to: a steel steps match. Okay, so we got One Man Gang and Braun Strowman. Who do you have,
I'm gonna
Jaden?
go with the one man gang.
I am too. So it's 3-1. The one man gang. Come on, man. Hakeem has some dance. Come on, dance moves like a sasso blow. It's like, come on. All he was moving was the arm. Like, you're doing a twist, but a different way. I didn't like the gimmick. I'm sorry. I'm a hard critic when it comes to things. Brian says, nah, man. I'm going with Braun. He lights on his feet. He's light on his feet for a big ass dude. Yes, he is. He definitely is.
Braun
but
Strowman.
I gotta go with the one man gang.
Yeah,
so.
before he became hockey.
Unless we got one more vote for one man gang and Braun.
Interesting.
Of Braun being voted. The one man gang is the winner of the match.
Steel Steps match.
Steel Steps match. Now, Jaden. Match number 16.
Oh, interesting.
The Demon King. Finn Balor against Christian Cage at AEW. I'm going with Finn on this one.
Me too. But what kind of stipulation? I want to see what's gonna happen. But Jeff, pick Brian. Oh, pick Braun.
It's over,
It's
Brian.
over.
It's over, Braun. We lost.
It's over.
What about this one, Christian and?
But what do you call it? What's your stipulation for this match?
I gotta give this one to a ladder match.
I was thinking the same.
And I would
thing,
have to say
a
the
ladder
Intercontinental
match.
Championship. Intercontinental
Right out of my
Championship
mouth.
and Money in the Bank.
Okay.
Or would you put it a WrestleMania match?
I feel like that's WrestleMania.
Actually, no. That would be a SummerSlam match.
I feel like that would be a Night of Champions type of
Yeah.
match.
Well, nevertheless, the match will be great.
Exactly.
In a ladder match, both men, Intercontinental Championship. Jaden, how do you see this?
But a ladder match. Both of those guys, got agility. It's absolutely amazing. But when you there's two different types of things. There's Finn Balor, and there's the Demon King Finn Balor. And when the Demon King arrives, that's a whole new ball game. The Demon King is out for blood when he becomes the Demon King.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like the Demon King just boosts his agility and all of his stats by a few points. So therefore, I feel like Finn Balor, has the upper advantage. Not taking anything away from Christian Cage because he's absolutely phenomenal too. But I gotta go with Finn Balor in this one.
Christopher Brown says Balor in a blindfold match.
That would be.
So you going with Finn Balor?
Yes.
Okay.
I am indeed.
All right. So we got Christopher Brown with Finn Balor. I gotta say Finn Balor, and the reason I'm gonna say that, not taking anything away from Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Christian is a phenomenal tag team superstar. Never really been a singles person like that.
Okay.
Never really lived the hype.
All right.
He was world champion, maybe for a couple of days, but never really lived that hype of the hype that Finn Balor can live. Still an NXT superstar, still young, and Christian is great. Yes, like Brian said, great. He is great, but he's too damn stiff. You know what I'm saying? Right. So yes, and yes, he still got it. Yes, Jeff, you're absolutely. He still does. But he's more of a tag team specialist than anything else. So I'm going with Finn Balor on this one.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Jaden, match number 17, which we was handpicked by Brian himself, Hangman Page against JBL.
The clothesline from hell.
Clothesline from hell. Clothesline from hell. Holy but Jesus. Jaden, how do you see this match going?
Great question. This match is pretty tough to call. Hangman is.
I'm going with JBL. Old school.
I'm gonna get to that.
I like
too.
Hangman.
I like Hangman too, but JBL, I take there's.
Yep, Brian, you did pick that.
I picked that. Yeah, you did pick that. But what you call it? I'll pick JBL too because everything's brawling. You could go blow for blow for blow. Once that clothesline.
Everybody saying JBL.
Once that clothesline comes across your neck, it's over. That's no ordinary. That man has no ordinary clothesline.
No.
The JBL.
He comes from the rope.
He
doesn't do what Stan Hansen does. Wait for you to come and then clothesline. No, this man comes.
JBL probably has one of the best, or if not the best clotheslines in the business.
And you look at everybody saying JBL. So JBL is the winner of this matchup.
That was a clean sweep.
Now we got a very unique matchup of old school criteria.
Oh yeah.
Iron Sheik against Antonio Inoki. One of the greatest Japan superstars of all time.
How do you see this match going, Dad?
Whew. I gotta say Antonio Inoki. Iron Sheik was a great superstar. The man was a great wrestler. He was a Greco-Roman wrestler. He trained hard from Iran. Like, the man, he trained really hard. But Antonio Inoki is a whole new level.
Right.
Like, the man fought Andre the Giant. The man fought many greats. Even Brian said it, Inoki. Because Inoki's well known.
Yeah.
He's known all over professional wrestling. And the man was a phenom in Japan. Like, we'll bust that ass, boy. Jesus Christ. Yes, Antonio Inoki would win that match.
Yeah,
Jaden.
I agree. I gotta go with Antonio Inoki on this one.
Okay. When you talk about those two, bar none, it was an excellent. It would have been an excellent match. I guarantee you that Iron Sheik would have given him a match.
100%.
But Antonio Inoki was just too better. He was way better, and that's why Antonio Inoki would have took this match. Jaden, number 19.
Number 19, we have the Missing Link versus Jimmy Snuka. Superfly.
Superfly.
Super. Who you got, Dad?
Whew.
I would honestly put those two in a steel cage.
Oh yeah.
I'll put those two in a steel cage.
Classic.
I'll put
both of those two in the steel cage match.
Steel cage match.
Superfly pushed 15 feet high.
Exactly.
I would always remember that 15 foot high steel
Against,
cage that he jumped against Don Morocco.
Yeah.
Look at Jeff even said it. Superfly got this because Superfly. Even Brian said,
exactly.
Well, Superfly.
I got Superfly
because Superfly was the
he
missing
could fly.
link. Listen,
he could fly.
The missing link for many greats. He fought Bruiser Brody. He fought, I believe, Abdullah the Butcher. He fought many other great superstars.
This is Jimmy.
But
Snuka.
Jimmy Superfly Snuka, the man was phenomenal.
Oh,
he
yeah.
did it in the ring. He like that 15-foot high splash transcended people's careers forever. It made people want to come into professional wrestling, and that's what made it so unique, Jaden.
Right.
So I got Superfly.
I got Superfly.
And Superfly is the winner of the match. Now, fans, the main event. He has some long ass fingers too. Jesus Christ, this guy. All right, Jay. Here we go. The main event of bracket 1. CM Punk versus Shawn Michaels.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Like, holy cow. How do you even call this match?
I would honestly put those two in a TLC match.
Like,
yeah.
Wow.
I would put Shawn Michaels and CM Punk in a TLC match.
This one, I can actually see them fighting like Bret Hart and him in an Iron Man match.
Iron Man, really?
Yeah.
I would prefer a TLC.
Well, Brian says a steel cage ladder match.
That's not a bad match.
That's not a bad match. I'll go with that match.
Me too.
So there we have it. A steel cage ladder match in the main event for which title?
Great question. Which one you got?
The old Wing WWF title.
Oh yeah, I was thinking of an old title as well.
Jeff says he's gonna go with Punk.
I'm going with Shawn Michaels.
Okay, give us your thoughts on this, Jeff.
Well, okay, Shawn Michaels. He's taken on many greats. He's taken on John Cena. I think
the Winged Eagle belt, Brian.
Taken on Rock. All of them. He's taken on many greats. Shawn Michaels taken on the best. CM Punk has taken on greats himself. CM Punk has held the title for nearly
400 over
That's
465 days.
That's what I said. Nearly 500 days. He's held the title for a long time. But at the end of the day, I feel like the stamina comes back into the place. Shawn Michaels.
Well, see, but that's the thing though. CM Punk has stamina too.
CM Punk has stamina.
It's tough to call.
But
CM Punk also fought against the best. He fought against The Rock.
I mean,
he fought against Ryback. He fought against John Cena, Chris Jericho.
But you got to think about it this way.
The Undertaker, Jeff Hardy.
He has, and he has. Don't get me wrong.
Battled, but yes, Shawn Michaels has taken on Stone Cold,
and it's not
The
even
Undertaker, Bret Hart,
exactly.
Vader, Mankind, Triple H, Kurt Angle, the list goes on and on.
He placed number 1 in a Royal Rumble and went through 29 other men. you have to have some serious stamina
Listen,
to survive
the
that.
Rumble of Evolution. The man, James, literally put this man through the Rumble of Evolution, and the man still won virtually.
Exactly.
So that tells you something.
Literally. So yeah,
That tells you something of what type of man that he can do.
I'm going with HBK. Me too.
Yes, I'm gonna go with HBK.
One thigh slap kick to the face and it's over.
HBK is not called Mr. WrestleMania for nothing.
He's not called
the
the Heartbreak
showstopper,
Kid. None of
the
that.
main eventer.
Exactly.
CM Punk, hats off to him. Great athlete.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
But Shawn Michaels,
CM Punk would give him a run.
oh hell
for his
yeah,
money.
hell yeah! It would have been a hell of a match. It would have been a hell of a match.
Money.
But the winner and new WWF champion, Winged champion, Shawn Michaels, which he is going into the next bracket against the winner of the main event for next week's show, which I can't wait. Well, Jaden, our time is up here for bracket 1, part 1 of Ultimate Revolution Fantasy Warfare. Next week, we're going to have 20 more matches,
Oh, yeah.
but we're going to give you the first match that we're going to start with. Karrion Kross against the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns.
Oh yeah.
What a way to start off a bracket for next week, Ultimate Revolution Fantasy Warfare Part 2. Jaden, excellent tournament, excellent bracket. Whew. Thank you, wrestling fans, for joining us. We appreciate the support. Thank you for always coming in and watching us. Please feel free to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and now TikTok.
Yep.
And tune in next week for this part 2 of Ultimate Revolution. I guarantee you, you are not going to want to miss this.
Not
For
at all.
myself, Lewis, the Encyclopedia of Pro Wrestling.
Jay, the Whiz Kid of Pro Wrestling.
Thank you for joining us, fans. We will see you next week. And have a happy Easter and have a good Friday and good evening. Take care.